morning, evening, and afternoon, and welcome to episode 29 of 9, episode 2, Sora iro sora uta sora no oto. So last time I unfortunately had a longer episode than I'd hoped for, because I was thinking I'm near the end, come on. I wasn't like I was pushing it or trying to rush it, it was more like I felt like, as mentioned in the last video, it's like I couldn't find a good spot to either stop or I felt like I was near the end, so I just couldn't stop. So unfortunately I probably had my longest video yet. Don't like to do the long ones, but yeah. Last time was pretty hectic with a variety of things. So we had first started off with trying to confront Ghost with the help of Sophie. We were able to obtain an artifact thanks to her help, and we were able to fight Ghost for a little bit. So we went there with the intention to kill, because we knew there's no way of doing otherwise, stopping her. So back and forth fighting between them two, with a near loss to Kakeru. We had a surprise intervention by Haruka. We still don't know what the entirety of her power is. It's quite confusing. She used her power on Ghost, which allowed us to finally defeat Ghost, where her power went out of control and she stoned herself, petrified herself, and then she shattered into pieces, so she is gone. When we were finally able to celebrate our victory, I guess you could say, we had yet again another interruption, this time by Commander, who was utterly appalled by what we have done to, I'm paraphrasing here, his goddess in a sense, the person who was supposed to be the matriarch of the artifact users, someone who's supposed to lead them all, in his words. So now we have to deal with him. But just as we're about to try and fight him, I can't remember the order of events that happened with this, but I'll start with this. Commander started using his Stigma and his Artifact ability. And what scared us now is he is petrifying Kakeru, which means he also has the Evil Eye, which is weird. If only Sophie was here to explain it, or to give us information about what could be happening. Sorry about that. But thankfully Haruka was able to step in between them, both Commander and Kakeru, to stop the petrification. But then something starts to happen to Haruka. She is out of steam, or she's unable to do anything, she feels weak or something, I'm not too sure. But what's interesting to me is when I loaded this back up where I left off here, we hear this. That voice is timid Haruka. In other words, she was unable to get back to her Empress or her Queen mode in a sense. Oh. Ooh, sorry, I'm using a lot today. So it makes me believe that her power can only be activated with her other mode, but I'm not too sure. But no, that's not right either, because there was a time when she was confronted by boys that was controlled by the power while she was in this mode. So no, that's not it. Oh well. So now we are down one person, Haruka. Kakeru himself can't really do anything against the Evil Eye user without Sophie's help. His ability, we're not too sure how, I think he's out of steam himself. So, yeah, everybody's out of energy. So we've got two choices here. Either we perish here, or we get another intervention. There's only two. Well, actually, it could be a third person. Three people that could help. For some unknown reason, Yuki, Noah or Kujo could come, but they should still not be. They should still forgotten about us, or they remember us, but there's no reason for them to go to the shrine. The reason these two are at the shrine is because Ghost sent the messages, so they knew that the location. And then lastly, the third one is Sora. With no other power, pretty much useless. But she might have the inkling on where Kakeru might be. I got another thought is though that Sophie might go and get help from Noah or Kujo, but I doubt that. Because rather than going to get help, she would rather come here to help us in a sense. But anyway. So yeah, let's see where this ends up, shall we? No, you're amazing. You saved my life. Now, it's my turn to show some grit. Okay. Okay, so there was another intervention, but thankfully it was Sophie. Okay, good. Can sit out this round, or what? Are you gonna do this, Sophie? Alright, the others might be able to see her, or no, Haruka might just be confused while us calling out Sophie. Sophie appears out of nowhere and floats down beside us. Doesn't really feel like the time to be resting, Sophie. Yeah? You do?
平服せよ、屈服せよ。魔王から授けられし我が力に。見よ、無知猛獰なる愚者よ。これが。
Takemene's bullshit suddenly cuts off and he clutches his eye. Huh? For a second I thought it's all part of the Chunin charade, but it looks like that's not the case. Sophie wasn't kidding when she said she had everything under control. She's brought reinforcements. Okay, so she did get help, okay.
なんだ、目が、私の目が。
Is this Yuki? Noah's power?
あなたの視力を奪いました。もう魔眼は使えません。
Ah, that's a cool way of releasing it, but yeah, it's a good job. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I never thought about her ability being used that way. Being able to steal, the 5 senses.
はい、ご苦労様。あとは流れ作業ね。
Sorry about that.
ノア。
Yeah, nah, Noah's gonna... Okay, she brought all of them. So we're gonna be able to see what her ability is then.
わかっているわ。G、オーダー、アクティブ。
Where she has to do it.
パニッシュメント。
Hers is in the eye itself. Banishment.
なんだ。
Takemina's arms jet out to the sides, straining, as if he's being crucified on an invisible cross.
はい、上出来。さあ、仕上げよ。
Sora! So she brought everyone, okay. Oh, why's Sora here? What will she do? Oh! Right, okay. That is at least should be usable on him, because he doesn't have the connection that Ghost does.
眠っちゃえ。
So Sora is awake. It's just so much has just happened in just the last 10 minutes. It's like back and forth, back and forth. Wow. Okay. Oh, jeez, that scream. The faint whoosh, she injects the ambrosia into Takamine.
力が私の力が
もうすぐ力も何もないただの人になるよ。理想郷とか諦めて。
バカなバカな、せっかく力を得たのに私は選ばれし者だ。
何がその力に私もお兄ちゃんも散々振り回された。もう十分だよ。特別になりたいなら一人で楽しんでてよ。これ以上こっちに迷惑かけるな。これ以上お兄ちゃんをいじめる
な。光が私の光が消える。
Takamine crumples to the ground. The ambrosia put him to sleep. It's over. Okay, so there's obviously got to be something else because this all just says, okay, well, that's that. We got the evil eye. The game's over. We don't need episode 3 or 4. Yeah, I doubt that because there's so many other questions as well. Like, who was controlling Ghost? Because there's no ways Ghost, obviously, we're gonna find out who the I can't remember what that term was used, but the other branch of Sophie's. This time, it's really over. Tears in her eyes, Sora runs over to me. Thank goodness. Sora, I'm so glad you're okay. Are you alright? You're not hurt anyway, are you?
それはこっちのセリフでしょ。またちょっと石になってない？
I'm fine, really. I'm fine. Please, we need to check out Kosaka senpai.
高坂先輩大丈夫ですか？ごめんなさい。リグベーダ壊滅ね。
At Yuki's words, everyone looks down. Toward Takamine. Then towards the shattered remnants of Ghost. She's almost dissolved to sand at this point.
早く立ち去りましょう。人目につくわけにはいかない。そうですね。高坂先輩、捕まってください。ありがとうございます。
Oh, wait up. We have to recover the artifacts.
私がやるわ。あなたたちは早く帰って休みなさい。お兄ちゃん、行こう。
Alright. I take Sora's hand and struggle to my feet. After one last look at Ghost, the 5 of us leave the shrine. The user of the evil eye has been defeated. Our city is finally safe again.
お兄ちゃん、本当に大丈夫？
Yeah, I'm fine.
一人にしないでよ、バカ。
Sorry. I'm sorry for causing all of you so much trouble.
私だって。話は後日にしましょう。彼女死にそう。すみません。
Good point. Let's go. We pick up the pace. It's really over. No one else will have to get hurt. No one. Of course, Sophie knows something else. Of course, it's not going to end just there. I wonder how this one's going to end. Maybe just kind of just how episode 1 ended, I guess you could say, where everything just seemed like, or everything was sorted out, everything was safe, and everything's good to go, everything's all great, and ended like that. But you know that that's not going to be the end of it. Just in case, Sora and I take that day off from school today too. Fortunately, Sora's powers have completely vanished, and Mom remembers us again. In fact, she's even forgotten that she forgot us in the first place. I ended up spinning a story about how I accidentally gave Sora my cold, and while Mom does yell at me about it, at least it works to get her to call us in sick for one more day. Normally, I'm annoyed about sitting through her lectures, but this time, as I'm listening to her chew me out, all I feel is relief. Once I'm done talking to Mom, I call up Narisa Sensei, let her know that my petrification has healed. In response, she says,
昨日のあれ、もしかして新見くん絡んでない?
She's a sharp one. I come up with a believable excuse to get her off my case. At Kujo's suggestion, once we left the shrine, we went to the payphone by the station and called an ambulance. When the paramedics asked us what the emergency was, we just said we'd found someone who collapsed at the shrine. Thanks to that, I'm pretty sure Takamine was safely picked up. But the arrival of the ambulance would have caused a stir, and I'm sure Narisa Sensei had to deal with fielding questions and whatnot. I wanted to apologize to her, but I'm not sure I should tell her everything that happened. Regardless, we've completed our mission. I can finally rest easy.
指先の咳か、すぐ治ってよかったね。
Yeah, same. By the time I woke up, the bits of my fingers that Takamine had managed to petrify were back to normal. And now Sora is completely free from her artifact's curse, with no lingering side effects. Because of how hard I pushed myself yesterday, my stigma expanded from my fist, and now goes all the way to my elbow. Fortunately, I haven't undergone any physical or mental changes as a result. Everything's turning out okay. Feels like we're finally catching a breather.
ずーっと大変だったもんね。石になったり、私がおかしくなったり。
Be nice if everything is just resolved now.
そうだね。
Sora replies half-heartedly, gazed focused on my computer monitor. I peek over her shoulder and see that she's scanning the news. Any articles about what happened yesterday?
なさそう。
Huh? Oh wait, no, this is more like huh. Because I just saw the Japanese yard. Soka. It's like, see. I figured the discovery of a second petrified person would make the headlines. But so far, no one's said a word. Even though we didn't do anything to her after she died, Ghost continued eroding away. Maybe by the time the ambulance had arrived, she'd turned completely to dust. I'm not sure if that's because her powers were still going berserk, or if Sophie did something to keep the incident from blowing up. Another thing that bugging me is, how come Takamine was able to use the evil eye? Was he also contracted to it? Everything should have been resolved, but I still have a few questions left.
なんか 本当に風邪だったら寝てればいいけど、健康体だと何していいかわかんないね。
Tell me about it. We're playing a hooky for no reason at this point. Can't even go do any. Can't even go. I can't read. Can't even go do anything until evening, I guess. Once school's over, everyone's going to gather at my apartment. Sophie said she'd explain everything to us tonight. That's good. But the two of us have nothing to do until then. So to fill the time, I give sorta the whole story of what happened while she was unconscious.
いやー、マジ起きた時ビビりましたよ。ニーヤいないんだもん、どこにも。
Apparently, Sorta woke up not long after I left. When she saw I wasn't around, she panicked and tried to call my phone. Didn't think Sorta would be able to use her phone for a while after waking up, so I left my own phone back home, which ended up being a mistake. Worried that something might have happened to me, Sorta totally forgot the possibility that her powers were still affecting her and tried to call Kujo instead. Of course, the fact that she could use her phone in the first place meant that her powers effects had vanished. But she hadn't realized that at the time. At any rate, Kujo didn't seem the least bit upset when Sorta called her in the middle of the night, agreeing to start searching for me right away. Next, Kujo let Yuki know I was missing via a group message. Meanwhile, Sorta got changed and prepared to head out to go look for me. That was when she saw my note.
やべえって思ったね。コンビニかよ、マジかよって。いや、私置いてコンビニ行くのもおかしいけどさ、それよりみやこ先輩たちにどう言い訳するか焦ってた。
So in the end, it was Sorta's panicked screw-up that saved the day. Sorry. Right as she was about to text Kujo that the emergency was over, Sophie showed up. That was probably right after Ghost shredded my Sophie mask to bits. Sophie explained to Sora that I was fighting Ghost and told her to head to the shrine, which is how everyone knew to show up there to save me. Okay, so I only just realized now, but I knew they didn't want to use the ambrosia on Ghost because it would be pointless. But couldn't they have just used it on her and then killed her? I mean, it's a bit cold-blooded, killing a person unarmed type of thing, but I mean, it could have saved us all the trouble. But yeah, I guess it worked out for the better in a sense because we used it on command instead. You didn't call Kosaka senpai.
ああ、慌ててたからすっぽ抜けてた。結城先輩はグループチャットで一緒に連絡できたけど、はるか先輩は入ってなかったし。
Meaning, it really was a coincidence that Kosaka senpai arrived at the perfect time to save me. I guess I could have saved myself a lot of trouble if I had just waited a little longer for everyone to gather. While I did go after Ghost with a plan in mind, the plain and simple of it was that I hadn't trusted my friends enough. We eat lunch and kill time until sunset, when everyone gathers at my place. The first thing I do when everyone arrives is apologize.
私こそごめんなさい。とても頼ってもらえるような状況じゃなかったから。
そうね。記憶が抜け落ちていた実感がある。あなたや空のことを私は気にも留めていなかった。責められる立場にないわね。
下手したら起きなかったかもしれないしね、私。力も解除されなかったかもしれないし。まあ、無茶すんなよとは思ったけどさ。
I know. I convinced myself that I had to do it alone. I figured if I could contact you guys, it wouldn't matter since you wouldn't remember me.
新見くんのことを忘れちゃうなんて本当にごめんなさい。
Is Haruka here? I would expect her to be one of the people now to group everyone up, in a sense.
でもはるか先輩覚えてたんですよね。
Okay, so she is. Okay, I was gonna say it'd be weird to leave her out now.
はい、忘れてはいなかったです。
なおさら私たちの失態が痛いわね。宮子から事情を聞いて気にかけていたにもかかわらず。
いやー、ある意味元凶な私が言うのもなんだけどさ、みんな無事でよかったよね。はるか先輩、ニーニーを助けてくれてありがとうございました。いえ、そんな、私は何も、大事な時に疲れてしまって。
彼女、ゴーストは2人で倒したのよね。
Yeah, I was the one who.
致滅です。致滅しました。自分で石になって。
Yeah, I was going to say that he doesn't really have to feel worried about killing Sonny because she kind of did it to herself. But we did kind of force her into it, and I can guess Haruka could feel the mood or the atmosphere in a sense by saying that it was her fault that she killed herself. It wasn't us. Kosaka senpai interrupts me. She doesn't want me to have to say it. I guess I should accept that kindness. Tell the others everything else that I learned about Ghost. For starters, I know that she had at least 3 artifacts. The Evil Eye, an artifact that let her summon spears, and one that let her teleport. Where she got all of them is still unknown. Then there's also Takamine. He was able to use the Evil Eye power as well. As for why that is, none of us knows. The best guess we've come up with is that maybe there are 2 Evil Eyes. I mean, it does make sense. There are 2 eyes, so... But I don't buy that. After we're done swapping stories, the 5 of us all fall silent. That's when the person with all the answers shows up.
おそらくは眷属家でしょうね。
Retainer.
眷属。
Yuki's eyes sparkle with curiosity. The word must have tickled her tuny sensibilities.
とある手順を踏むことによって自分の持つアーティファクトの力を他者に分け与えることができるの。
So, meaning somebody was again passing information that shouldn't be known to us.
そんなことが。
生異物は語らなかった。まだまだ私すらも知らない未知の力を秘めているようね。
語らなくて当然。アーティファクトが本来持っている力じゃなくて人が生み出した技術なんだから。当然私から語るつもりもない。けれどペラペラと話したおバカさんがいたみたいね。
Yeah.
そっか。アーティファクトが教えてくれないなら知っている人に聞くしかない。ってことは
There's a mastermind.
ソフィーさんと同じ異世界の住人が魔眼のユーザーにその技術を教えた。はるかだったかしら。はい。あなた何か聞かなかった？フードのあの子から。 もないです。はい。
そう。あの子やレンヤってこのアーティファクトを見たことは？
いえ、それもないです。
Interesting. Were you able to recover the evil eye?
いいえ。
So they were possibly both retainers, and both of them weren't the original evil eye. So there really is still one more person with the evil eye. Perhaps.
大丈夫なのそれ？
考えられる可能性は2つ。すでに他の適合者の元へと移動した。もう一つは、あの子たちはユーザーではなかった。
Yeah. I say in the other world loaned both Ghost and Takamine their powers.
じゃあラスボスがまだいるってこと？
どうやらそのようね。
そんな、やっと解決できたと思ったのに。
そんなに悲観することはないわよ。フードのあの子、仮に眷属だとしたらとんでもない才能だわ。あそこまで力を引き出すなんて。眷属として分け与えた力は通常はかなり弱体化するの。あそこまで使える子はめったにいない。
Interesting.
性格面でもそうよね。力をばらまいてこの世界を混乱させようとしているとしても、あの子以上どころか並ぶような子も簡単には見つからないでしょう。つまり当面は平和が続くってこと。素直に喜んでいいわよ。
And if the evil eye found another user to bond to?
実際のところそっちの方が面倒ね。ま、どっちにしてもフードのあの子以上に厄介なことにはならないでしょうけど。とにかくみんなよく頑張ったわね。第一部完ってところかしら。協力に感謝するわ。何かあればまた来るわ。それまでゆっくりと休みなさい。じゃあね。
はい、ありがとうございました。
Sophie vanishes before Kujo even finishes thanking her. So there's either a mastermind or a new user of the evil eye. I thought it was over, but I guess not. Still, at least there isn't anyone out there who's going around killing people for fun anymore. Peace has returned to our town. Even if it's only a momentary reprieve, we can rest easy for now. Good work, everyone, and really, thank you.
もともと私がお願いしたことだし、こちらこそありがとうございました。
リグベーダの野望はついえた。バルハラソサイエティも眠りにつくときね。再び必要になるその時まで。
あ、その設定忘れてた。もうはるか先輩も仲間ですよね。仲間。
Wait, what? What's this? Okay.
よろしくお願いします。
We all welcome our new comrade. After chatting for a while longer, we finalized plans for a formal celebration party and called it a day. Honestly, I'd have been fine with just doing it now, but I guess everyone wants to let me and sorta get some more rest.
それじゃあお邪魔しました。私も一緒に出るね。晩ご飯買ってくる。
We could just go out to eat later, couldn't we?
いや、兄やん自覚ないかもだけど顔色悪いから休んでなさい。
Alright, alright. Be careful though.
ほいほい、それじゃあ行きましょう。またね、新見くん。
さようなら。
お邪魔しました。
No problem. See you around. Let's see everyone off. Wait until I hear Sora lock the door. Then return to the living room. I sit down on my bed and heave a sigh. I suppose I am still a little tired. Never knew how exhausting it was to use an artifact.
ちょうどいいタイミングで一人になってくれたわね。
I had a feeling because everyone had left and it was just Kakuri alone. Not much you can really do in a time when he's just alone, just thinking to himself. So it'll be perfect for Sophie just to come back to talk to him in secret, I guess you'd say. Oh? Sophie, who was supposed to have left, teleports back in. Guess she's got business with me. What's up?
励ますつもりはないけれど、どうもあなた内省的すぎるところがあるから、一応話しておいてあげようと思って。
Okay.
ノアって子はともかく、都を連れて行かなかったのは正解だったわ。あの子、案外心が脆い。フードの子の最後を受け止めきれなかったでしょうね。
Ah, really? I see.
そういうわけだから元気出しなさい。
You're being awfully considerate today.
少しは見直してあげたのよ。あなたのこと。
Well, thank you for that. And thanks for bringing everyone to the shrine.
どういたしまして。もっとも私が都に力の使い方を教えられたのはあなたのおかげだし、半分はあなたの功績みたいなものね。
And of course he wouldn't know that. His other self did. Me? How did I help with that?
わからなくてもいいわよ。体調はどうなの？昨日ずいぶんと無理したみたいだけれど。
I'm still a little tired, but that's all. Do you have any ambrosia left? I can return the artifact to you now if you want.
もうしばらく預けておくわ。また必要になるでしょうから。
If you say so. Can do.
じゃあね。ゆっくり養生しなさい。
Sophie gives me a little wave and vanishes into the black rift. Into a black rift. Cheer up, huh? I flop down onto my bed. Think I'll close my eyes for a bit. Just until Sora gets back.
"おめでとう、お兄ちゃん。これでお前も人殺しだ."
I guess it's gonna haunt him now.
お、起きた。
Sorry, how long was I out?
知らない。今帰ってきたところだし、10分とかじゃない？
Oh, alright.
大丈夫？めっちゃ汗かいてるけど。
I had one of those falling nightmares.
ああ、体がビクってするやつだ。ご飯食べる？まだ寝る？
Nah, I'll eat now.
ほいほい。じゃあ食べましょう。
I wiped the sweat off my forehead, clambered down the bed, and sat at the table. Sora brings us drinks and sits down across from me. What did you buy?
他のと亭のお弁当。唐揚げとハンバーグどっちがいい？
Salisbury steak. I'm fine with either.
私ハンバーグ。
Soda pulls 2 boxes and 2 pairs of chopsticks out of the bag next to her and sits them on the table. We grab our respective dinners and start eating.
明日から休みでよかったね。
Tell me about it. I need to get better soon. I've already missed the whole week of school.
私もほぼ1週間だな。あ、でも忘れられてたから欠席した記録とか残ってなかったりして。
You sure you're feeling alright now?
私は元気だよ、絶好調。ニーヤンの方が心配だよ。
I'm fine. As long as I don't use my powers, I won't have to worry about the stigma getting any bigger.
私見てないけど、炎のアーティファクトをもらったんだよね。
Yeah.
私的にはちょっと怖い力だけど、でもあれだよね、主人公っぽい。
Really?
ちっちゃい頃にさ、10年くらい前あったじゃん、格ゲーで。
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
私好きだったんだよな、かっこよくて。ちょっとやってよ、真似してよ。
Hell no.
いいじゃん、指先にボッってしてさ、ふって吹き消すの。あの勝利のポーズやってよ。
Just said I'm not doing it. Talk about embarrassing.
KO! You win!
I'm on fire.
うわ、やった、やっちゃった。ノリノリじゃねえか。
Real talk, I always wanted to do that. We continue joking around as we eat our dinner. We were doing this during lunch too, but until today, it's been non-stop crisis for so long that these casual moments where we can mess around without worry feel especially precious. Once we're done eating, we'll gather up the empty containers and throw them out. Still feeling a little peckish, we munched through the chocolate Soda bought on her way back. We killed time by watching a few movies, but I can tell Soda's getting restless. She's no longer paying attention to the screen, instead shooting furtive glances at me. I could just pretend I haven't noticed, but she's probably waiting for me to say something. What's up?
何？
I mean, if you don't want to talk, that's cool with me.
ちょっと待って。
Flustered, Soda sits up straight and adjusts her posture. I can more or less guess what's coming. I pause the video and turn to face her.
この前の話、
Right.
ちゃんと治ったらって言ってたよね。
Yep. Go ahead.
うやむやにしちゃってもよかったんだけど、やっぱりちゃんと言いたくて。私ね、お兄ちゃんのことが好きなんだけど。
I can't tell if that but is because she wants to cut me off before I can say anything, or because she just wants to avoid things getting awkward. But whatever the reason, Soda raises her voice and stares into my eyes.
なんていうか、あの時は私おかしくて、恋人になんてなれないのは分かってる。ちゃんと分かってる。でもさ、やっぱりずっと好きだったからさ、隠しておく気持ち言っちゃったからさ、このままはい元通りねってのも無理で、だからお兄ちゃん、 一個だけお願いがあります。
Uh-huh.
一回だけでいいから、一回だけでいいから、私とエッチしてください。
I was not expecting that. What? 世話な。
抱いてください。処女をもらってください。
What did you just say?
エロいことしてください。
Don't tell me the contract wasn't properly cancelled. Sora, are you okay?
いや、そんなことないから。正気だから。本気で言ってるから。
No way. I like the Japanese one. It's like, really? No way.
わかりますよ。頭おかしいこと言ってるって。でもね、しゃあないっす。本心なんすもん。私、お兄ちゃんとそういうことしたいですもん。ずっと思ってましたもん。
Hope YouTube's not gonna pick this up, but honestly, it shouldn't. Hold up. No, wait. Seriously. You can't think whatever you want. You can think whatever you want, but you can't actually say shit like that.
私も思うけれども、どうかと思いますけれども、しゃあないとほんと、もうしゃあないっす。だってさ、ちょっと考えてみよ、お兄ちゃん。兄や兄様。
Think about what? Seriously, what do you expect me to think here?
私がさ、今ここでさ、なんでもないの、忘れてとか言ったらさ、丸くは収まるけどさ、今後さ、お兄ちゃんへの気持ちをごまかして、なんかよくわからん適当なチャラいクラスメートと付き合っちゃうわけですよ。まあ、いっかって。
Oh, got someone in mind?
いや、家庭だから聞け。最後まで聞け。
Yes, ma'am.
でさ、どうせ兄弟では結ばれないしってそのチャラ男に処女を捧げるわけっすよ。どうすかこれ、どうすか。
I don't even see where I come into this.
私がそういう切な的な感情で粗末に処女を散らしていいんすかって話ですよ。100人切れ目標っすわとか言ってるチャラ男に、私すっごい嫌。それが初めての思い出とかほんと嫌。ニーニはどうよ。
The translation's a bit. They really want to have cherries in there as much as they want.
嫌な顔してる。だよね、嫌だよね。妹がそんな風になるの嫌だよね。
I mean, I guess I would rather you end up in a relationship with someone you actually like.
でもできないの、今のままじゃ。私お兄ちゃんのこと好きすぎるから、一途に一筋に大好きだから。このままじゃ私適当に処女散らして適当に別れたり付き合ったりして適当に生きる未来が見えるの。見えちゃうの。
A lot of that was just made their own translation. Okay.
だからね、兄や。
Yeah.
せめて処女だけでも奪ってくれませんか。頼むよ、お兄ちゃん。付き合ってとか面倒なことはもう言わないからさ、一回だけやり捨ててくれよ、私のために。
Why did they have to put that in there? Are they trying to be funny, the translators? Okay. Did you seriously just suggest a hit it and quit it without so much as batting an eyelid?
こんなことシリアス な空気で頼めないでしょうが。テンション振り切らないと頼めないでしょうが。
Look, just calm down for a second, Joe.
落ち着いたらしてくれますか。
Shit, just forget about that for a goddamn minute. Chill out.
わかった。
At least she's just open. She's just letting the floodgates open. Just go with the flow. Sora nods reluctantly and sits back down. But she's still looking up at me pleadingly. After she finally calms down, she looks at me and says very seriously,
いや、ほんとさ、自分なりに悩んでお願いしてるんだよね。バカなこと言ってるのはちゃんとわかってる。恋人になれないのもわかってる。お兄ちゃんがそういうのを望んでないことも。でも、好きですって伝えて、それで終わりにはできないじゃん。お兄ちゃんとしたいなって思ってたこといっぱいあるもん。できないよ。そう、下心的な。お兄ちゃんにはもうバレちゃってるし、隠そうにももう隠せないし。だったら素直にさらけ出そうって、そう思った。
she looks up. A faint blush spreads across her cheeks as tears form in her eyes.
こう見えても結構今恥ずかしい。心臓ドキドキしてる。でも本心なんだ。私お兄ちゃんとエッチなことしたい、してほしいってずっと思ってた。だから一回だけでいいから、私に最初で最後の思い出をください。お願いします。
It's pretty earnestly asking there. Sora bows her head imploringly, but like, what am I supposed to do? I can't just say, yeah, sure. Certainly do want to make her wish come true. But at the same time, we're siblings. She's my sister, for crying out loud. I can't help but feel reluctant. I feel strongly that this is the line we shouldn't cross. So I can't just give in and agree to the ridiculous proposition without at least spending some time thinking it over. The thing is, on the flip side, I just don't have the heart to refuse her. Inspector Sora may have realized that I'm wavering here, and my doubts turn into certainty when Sora chooses the perfect moment to say,
勝負しましょう。
Huh?
勝負。お兄様が私に欲情いたしましたら、そういう感情を抱いたということで責任持って抱いてください。
Language here is getting a bit more now, and honestly, I've seen the scene, so I mean, even if it is his sister, he does give in a sense. But wait, hold on. You can't just. I'm not agreeing to.
単純明快じゃないっすか。お兄ちゃんの中の兄の部分が勝ったら私諦めるよ。諦めざるを得ないよ。お兄ちゃんの中の男の部分が勝ったら、それも OK ってことじゃん。お兄ちゃんも私をそういう目で見てるってことじゃん。
Okay, I was expecting there not to be another A scene because it just didn't seem like it would happen. Not at all. But now that she's just thrown a spit out, it's a done deal.
だからだけ。
You're being awfully pushy about this.
失礼します。
Hey! Sora walks over and plops down in my lap.
デュエルスタートイエーイ
Okay, so I don't know when I'll be able to stop this or not, so I'm gonna be going this slowly until something happens. So this really is just a game to you.
いや真剣だよ、超真剣だよ。ギャグっぽくしないと精神が持たないの。あと冗談っぽくしておけば振られた時勢いで笑える気がする。だからもうしばらくこのうざいノリに付き合って。
Sure.
デュエルスタートイエーイ
I applaud in response, and our bet for Sora's virtue begins. We're worried about what this says about her principles, but I guess that's the least of my concerns right now. She said she was acting like this because it's the only way she's not going to break down, but I'm sure part of the reason is also that she's trying to be considerate of me. She's so crazy about me that she's hell-bent doing something about that. But if she at least expresses her love in this way, it'd be easy for me to turn her down if it comes to it. Or well, that's probably what she thinks. And me, I don't want to hurt her feelings by just shooting her down. So there's my answer. Just have to keep thinking of myself as her brother and not let my horny side get the best of me. And maybe Sora will be able to find some closure. Alright, Sora, the bet's on. Oh great, here we go. So, what happens now?
誘惑しますので。
Oh, really? You're going to seduce me?
そう、誘惑。
Sora... Okay, so I'm not going to read that. I think it's going to get more, so... Let's go back a page.
そう。
I feel
誘
like
惑
it's gonna actually move on from here, so I'll end it here, and I think after that scene it will be the finish, I'm guessing. Yeah. Or at least even if it doesn't have anything right now, if nothing's gonna happen now, I'll still probably have to censor a few things, which I don't want to do, so I'll see how it goes next time. So this episode was more just a wrap up. Well, it finished with the ending of Takamine. We saw how the end of Commander, Realms with Commander. Everyone came to help us. That was resolved. We're back home. Everyone apologized. We apologized. And everything was all good, I guess you could say. We did come to the realization that both Ghost and Commander were possibly so-called retainers or not the real evil eyes. And there's somebody else with their evil eye. So, yeah. The evil person with the evil eye could either be still three people, I feel like. Firstly, the newest one, the other worlder, that is the opposition of Sophie's. And I'm kind of happy that my original two suspects are back on the list. Naruse and Yoichi. Actually, no, Yoichi's a bit not so much anymore. Mainly because actually no, it could still be. I don't know. I still feel like it's a bit suspicious the way he was acting anyway. But I'm able to go and think about the other branches, I guess you could say. First branch was Kujo's defeat. she was turned to stone at the shrine and then destroyed. I still feel like that is more to do with a passionate killing rather than trying to fish around for the artifacts. But I'm not too sure still that it is a bit off, I guess you could say. Feels weird, I guess. I mean, Then the second one was where we were able to stop. Well, not stop, but the ending of the second branch is where Commander was turned to stone with a peaceful look on his face, and then Ghost overlooking the town with her stigma activated, smiling. So that could either mean Commander's turned himself to stone peacefully, or Ghost turned him to stone, which we still don't know the reason why. Well, I think it's because they did leave a suicide note there, so I think it was more about how can I say this? Trying to hide the fact that the evil eye is still alive by making it look like they kill themselves, which I was kind of right. So, but I didn't expect Commander to also have it at that time. So let's see. Now this time around, there's no second or third victim. Well, third victim was Ghost, but yeah. I still don't know where that second victim ties into everything. How did our decisions in this route change how the elementary school didn't get killed? Let's see. Yeah, so, and on this branch it looks like Ghost is going to be haunting him in his dreams. I'm not sure how this route's going to end. Honestly, now with this scene's going to happen on the main route, not on the sub routes, I guess you could say. I don't know. I mean, the way they're doing it here with this H scene was a bit. How can I say this? I hate talking about this because it's hard for me to word it without sounding weird about it. The way, if I were to compare both ways of starting it, I would prefer this one, because it's not like he's forced into it. It kind of is going to be forced into it, but it's not like the previous one, you know. This one is more playful, but then unfortunately it turned quite serious. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, so I feel like we're getting close to episode 3. Probably will finish episode 2 by the end of this week. And then maybe start, let's see, tomorrow probably might end episode 2. So either, yeah, I'll probably start it on the Friday, I guess. Wait and see how long the next episode will have to be. Well, again, another long episode, unfortunately, but I felt like I was getting close to the ending until this happened. So I was trying to wait for the day to end, you know, because the day could end any minute now, but it still hasn't. But yeah, yeah. So I'm still hanging now. Anyway, so that'll be it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you all next time.